Michigan, now a toss-up. You had previously said it leaned Democratic, and Minnesota also slipping here from a likely victory for President Biden to just leaning blue. Why?
Well, certainly the debate played a role, although I need to stress, as others have, that President Biden had already slipped behind before the debate. He was behind President Trump, before he got on that stage, and it's only gotten worse since. It's pretty stunning to see the CNN poll and a couple of other polls today showing that Trump has a 6-point lead over Joe Biden, and it's 8 points if you consider the entire pool of registered voters. Joe, I tell you what's shocked a lot of Democrats and Democratic donors and others. It's the fact that Donald Trump, for the first time ever, is on the edge of 50%. He's right there. We thought for years that his high water mark was 46%, which is essentially what he got in 2016 and 2020. This is serious business, and it has got worse. And I think people also are taking it more seriously because of the Supreme Court decision about presidential immunity.
What can you tell us about the president and vice president's meeting with Democratic governors tonight?
Well, look, he needed to get out there and start talking to Democrats. What's remarkable is that we're almost a week after that debate. And for the first time, really, in the last 24 hours, he began talking with senior Democrats. He didn't call Hakeem Jeffries, the House Democratic leader, until last night. He didn't talk to Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer until today. And he didn't talk to the governors until this evening. And I think a lot of Democrats were quite frustrated by that. It's not just the
Right, this is Peter Baker, the New York Times, speaking on MSNBC last night.
Debate itself that they've been, upset about. It's actually been how they've handled it since then. So he's trying to get out there and say, I am in it to win. Privately, though, he understands that that's not necessarily in his full control at this point, that there are, in fact, circumstances in which he might not be able to keep going forward. He knows that this interview he's going to give to George Stephanopoulos on Friday is going to be critical. He has to be able to show that he is vigorous, that he can answer the questions that people have raised. And if it doesn't go well, then we're not quite sure where things are going to go.
The evidence was there in front of everyone nearly a year ago. My column last September summarized a poll that had been taken the previous month in August of last year that said that 77% of the American public and 69% of Democrats thought that Biden was too old to run for another term.